With this face here, I'm going to start with my overall head shape, and then we're going to proceed from there. So this overall head shape here, based off of the jawline here, I want to do something that has a bit of a bluntness at the bottom. So this is like an oval shape, and remember I said I had a little bit of bluntness at it, and then I come back up here, and then I have the rest of my oval shape coming up here and around the hairline into the curl and back in. So I'm gonna put the top of my oval here. This would be the little hair going to the side. This would be the curl, right? And then this would be her hair just going back into this shape. So basically, I think about the neck like a little spray can top, like this right here. We got a spray can top, and you see in the center of the spray can top, there's this little white little hole right here. So that's this right here. And so all of my features wind up fitting inside of that, and then this is my head, and then you can see my neck shape. So no matter what head I'm using, I'm thinking of it in the same concept. You get what I'm saying? And then going into the shoulders and down the can. Now, let's see here. From here, we're going to go to our upper shapes. So for the upper shapes, I'm going to use, if you're a beginner, this is an easy way to do that, where the hair, see how, where it looks like the hair is lying down on the shape, right? So how you do that is I think about string beans, or maybe even half moons, or skinny half moons. I don't know. So when I draw the shape, I could do a shape that's going to stick to the head. You get what I'm saying? Like a string bean, right? This will make it easier. Look at how I draw the shape. You see how it looks like it's sticking to the head? And then up here, I might draw my little diamonds and pearls. When I draw any type of accessory like this, I don't worry about getting it exactly right. As long as I have the spirit of it, that's what I care about. Now, I'm going to put some more sideburns here, and I'm just going to use the same shape, right, that I used up here in theory to do this. Now, let me see here. Hold on a sec, guys. Now we're going to do the ear shape here. So I'll put my ear shapes here, and then just put some little earrings in there, right? Again, keeping everything simple. Now, once I get to the hair, I use the same idea as I used up here, except I'm going to be going straight down. So what I'll do is I'll use a straight pattern because her hair is very, very straight, right? But look at the shape that I drew. Do the same shape except they're skinnier. Anytime you have hair that goes around the head and is tight to the head up top, this is a good way to be able to do that. Otherwise, you'll give them too much hair. So now from here, we're going to go to our eyebrow shapes. Now let me show you how I do these shapes. All right. What I do is I basically look for an arrow in the face to tell me where my shapes are which way my shapes are going to go. So in this particular drawing, you'll see if I hold my hands here, if I can hold my hands, you'll look at her face and look how it does a triangle like this. So what that means is that I want all of my features to taper. I'm looking at the end of her shapes as they go in, and you could, now the nose shape won't be in this, but usually I can look at the top of the shape and the lips at the bottom here, and I can see all I have to do to be able to get a likeness of her is to maintain a triangle type shape or direction in my features. Let me show you what I mean by that. So let's say this is the top, but I'm just going to do this one real simple. Let's say this is the top of the triangle. This is her eyebrows. So everything from here is going to, and I'm just going to take my pen here. Everything from here must flow this way in order for me to get a good likeness of her. Does that make sense? So watch how I line up my eye shapes in my mind. I have to think about it. So I could do whatever shape I want. Let's say I want to do this shape here. We can see these are big shapes. See how simple those shapes are? And then you look for the simple shape of the drawing. We can draw fancy lines later, but you got to be good at spotting what shape basically makes the idea. And a lot of times when you pick your shape, it may seem like it's going to conflict with what you're trying to accomplish, but it's not true. You drawing this type of art, you're going to be a lot of times reliant upon what you're feeling about the shape versus what you're actually seeing. Now we're going to flow down to the nose shape. So I'm looking at the nose shape in relation to the bottom of my eye, because the bottom of the eye doesn't move. If you think logically, the eye closes from the top to the bottom. So this line doesn't move, so I can use this to tell me where this goes. So we can see here that this is not very much of a distance. However, if you're fooled into using the top of the shape, or if you're looking at this overall idea between here and here, it would seem as if she has a very long nose shape, but she really doesn't. She really has a lot more space over the top of the eye, which I could have put more there, but I'm not going to lose my like list because I did that. All right. So what I'm saying here is I want a very short shape here, or very medium type shape, nothing that's long. I'm going to use a simple shape here to illustrate this nose. She has a long flat nose, so we want something that's long and flat. So you see, that's the shape in my mind that I want to be drawing. When you translate it to a shape in your drawing, it naturally is going to come out different because you're flowing a little bit differently, but it's the same exact shape. So here, while we're practicing, we're going to be practicing with these basic shapes so that you can follow along. You get what I mean? And then I think it'll be easier that way. Now let's go ahead to our lip shape. So the next line that I'm going to go down to is going to pretty much be my center line of the mouth. So I'll look at that and I'll say, I want my center line to be here. See how it's tapering? So once I get here, that's the center line of the mouth, this line right in the middle of the lips, right? Then what I'll do is I'll add my lip shape, right, to that shape. Notice how everything is tapering in to this funnel of a little chin that she has, right? Then I can just add little shape like this. You add your eyelashes, then you can color in your eyebrows or whatever have you. So let's add our shoulder shape here. So she has I'd say it's like a V shape. So I would just go ahead with the V shape here, or basically my top of my spray can, right? That's really what I'm looking at. And then I just draw my shoulder shapes here. All right. So you see how this breaks down very easily. When you are drawing live, right? Let's take this picture here, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to put that picture here, so it's covering up our screen. And then we're going to translate everything over to here if we were drawing it as a cartoon at work or whatever. So watch everything that I went through. Now watch my lines might be a little bit different, but I'm playing with line weight and all that stuff once I get to this part of my drawing. Don't have to be exactly right, just as long as it's, again, all right, then we come here. And what we're gonna do here, we're gonna move these up just a little bit. But remember, as long as I'm tapering inside, I'm good. Watch my eye shapes. Look at the deliberateness, the deliberate shape being hidden or masqueraded as a feature. When you draw definite shapes, it's going to give your drawing that much more impact. You know what I mean? Get this nose in here. Do some light lines here. Again, I'm not going to even put no nostrils in this. I'm just going to do like this. And then I come here, draw the middle of my mouth, right? So it's not hard. We're not going to miss once we get here, right? So we can take this paper off, same picture, right? Same her, right? Now, what I'll do from here is just add some little shadows into my drawing. So you see how we got the lashes, everything looks like it's right in there, okay? Now check it out. Once we do that, we'll come back and we can add our hair. So I'll just use this Crayola right here to show you. Once we know what shape we want to draw, there you have it, guys. Our quick cartoon picture of the young lady. The key to this all was our head shape, and then obviously how we choose to configure our features. Making sure that I tapered my shapes to the inside. So if I look at the edges of my eyebrows and the edges of my mouth, it usually tells me where I want to go. And then you got your shapes lining up. So this is where the middle of the mouth is. This would be the lips, right? Your nose can be somewhere in between there, right? And then basically your eyes are going to be somewhere in relation to this and this. So you'll just be like, oh, this is the middle. This is where I want my eyes in the middle. I want them closer to the nose, or I want them further away from the nose. So watch how I can do this, and it still comes out, even if I'm not looking at her, it still comes out looking like a cartoon to her because I followed the pattern of features. I think a good way to think about this would be this. My badly drawn geese, they fly in a little formation. Your shapes fly in a formation.